Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven?
Let's see what we've got here on screen. We've got the vocal submix, so the vocal, of course.
Time it rains.
As you can see, it's comped. That's I used the fourth take as a bass track, really the foundational track. I've got Melodyne tuning system, but I don't really use it unless something's really awful, terribly out. But I do like to have the panel open so I can see if I'm in or not. So it's an educational tool. But here we've got a vocal rider I like to use just to keep things within a range of, make them fairly even. Vocal rider, you can see how it...
Pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains...
Here's the EQ, just a non-dynamic EQ, taking away the boxy middle here at 570. A little bit of boost in the bass, keep the bass. Dynamic EQ, very useful for a DS actually. So I just use a de-esser. I use a dynamic EQs as de-esser. A little bit of reverb, almost dry, almost completely dry. Let's listen to it.
It rains.
So moving on from the vocals, let's get over there. Gabby's guitar. So here's Gabby from France. Rhythm and solo he did. Here's a medium compression. I think because he's got that chunky guitar. Look how low the attack is on the, how quick the attack is on the compressor. It's to take away that chunky sound. Rolling off the below 100s and rolling off the highs, just so that in case there's line noise, just doing that. Take away the effects. It's quite mellow, quite muffled. I didn't want it to be that muffled, so I boosted it back a bit. So on his solo, I had a bit of compressor. You can see the knee there, just to pull down the pick, the sharp pluck. And just to smooth it, not to get rid of it.
Pennies from heaven.
Oh, we're not in the solo here. Here it is. I do have a slight compressor on there. It's soft, just to get rid of that. Sometimes the pluck is a little strong. And another dynamic EQ. I didn't want his solo to fight with his own rhythm guitar. Let's move on to Phil's clarinet, shall we? There it is. So Phil gave me the clarinet with, as you can see, he's got more phrases than I actually use. So here's, I took that one down. Because sometimes it's a call and answer between the voice and the clarinet, and I'm glad he gave me more than I needed. Didn't do a much. I used a mouth declicker, which I use for audiobook production. I use that to take away the clicks of the valves, the clarinet valves. So he might have been mic'd pretty close to he might have been in proximity to the microphone. I could hear the valves clicking a bit, so just took them out with, can you hear them here? You can hear them and you can see them. I'm sure there's a dedicated clarinet or woodwind attenuator, but that's what I used on this one. And then all else I did with his is I adjusted the timings, the micro timings, and I did volume automation so that they would come in and out to merge with everything nicely.